Alright, Saturday morning. Bridge made it. So that's cool. All this crap piled up here. Check this out. This is all new. That whole big pile of just silt. It's amazing how fast it comes down if the rain stops. So it was supposed to be raining already again this morning, but it looks like they've pushed that back to this afternoon. We might get a little bit of rain, but we're not going to get near as much, it looks like, today as was originally called for, which means I could have probably just run my next piece of cross fence. So you can see my cows over there. Looking out here from my camper, you can see way up on the hill there's some cows on the other side of the fence there. My neighbor didn't have his cows over there, or at least I didn't see him yesterday, so I was a little bit afraid maybe the fence had washed out, but looks like those are all his cows, and looks like all mine are still on my side of the fence. So we're gonna run in there real quick and see if my feed troughs are still there, see if I can find all my fence posts, and one of my fence reels was underwater as well. I don't know. Hopefully it's still there. That's expensive. So if they are debating on going ahead and trying to, we'll have to run into town and grab some feed. I'm out right now, but trying to go ahead and get them all back, kind of where they were, and then get them cross fence back off again. Or I might just leave them. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll see what I find in here. So let's go see what the damage is. There's a charger I couldn't find. I thought I'd left it more over here, so I fished around for it a little bit yesterday and couldn't find it, but it was over there. So this water, remember, was up to about here. So that was cold and sucked, so I didn't look too hard. But it's still there. The fence charger is still working, so fence is all still hot, and it looks like it's all still standing. So that's good. Let me walk over here real quick and we'll see if I can find my feed troughs. Hopefully they're still there. Well, looks like at least most of my fence posts that I had stashed here are still here. Feed troughs are still here. This one looks a little worse for wear. The cows did that a while back, remember? So, all in all, pretty good. See all the crap in the fence here. So if you remember at the time yesterday when I was out here looking, the water level was up over the top of these. I couldn't even see them. This is kind of a problem. About took my fence down. So that's not good. That's not what that's supposed to look like. It's one of the bad parts about this panel fence. It's great for keeping cows in, especially calves. They can't get through it. But if you got a bunch of debris that washes up, catches everything. So I probably need to take down this entire piece of fence here, clean all the crap out of it, and then restand it. I'm just going to walk it out here for a little bit, and we'll see how bad it looks. Looks like this is kind of the worst area right here. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to get in here and brush hog all this crap out. Yeah, so it looks like from here back, it's just that spot over there, I think. This all still looks good. So I guess I need to get in here and brush hog along this as best I can. And then we'll probably just pull up all these T-posts all the way to the gate over here. Maybe not even those, just this section right here is a real bad spot. And then I may try to brush hog right through here on the other side of the fence where it's supposed to be, and then we'll just have to stand all this back up and stretch it out and rerun it. For now though, This all looks pretty good, I'd say. All things considered. Corner post held up, that's good. Let's see how much worse washed out this is. It's hard to tell. This was already getting pretty washed out. I needed to get in here and fix this anyway. This is my crossing. The tree kind of fell over. Well, okay. I think for now I'm going to be fine. I don't think I need to fix anything right now. Everything's still wet and soggy. We'll wait till it dries out a little bit. Gonna have to fix that though, that fence. And yeah, I don't know. All in all, I think we made it up pretty much unscathed. So go check on the girls, make sure everything's good. But it looks like we're gonna be just fine. It's interesting, the animal instinct that you know, the water's coming up and stuff. They all seem to find their way up on top of this hill. It's like they know that, you know, they need to find high ground. So it's kind of cool. There's a few other times where stuff like that happens, where, you know, whatever, it'd be raining or something, you'll find them all underneath a tree. It's like they know they can get a little bit of shelter from the rain there. You know, they always seem to kind of look for high ground when it's raining. Even in a pasture, you know, where there's not a tree or something for them to go stand under, well, you'll typically find them in the highest part of that pasture. They'll go find the highest elevation. So come out here after all that rain yesterday, and they're all up here on top of this hill. Some of them are back that way, but almost every single one of them, though, is up on this hill somewhere. So kind of interesting to see that, just instinct. I don't know how they know that. You know, nobody's ever taught them. That's probably the first big flood they've ever seen, at least for most of them, but they seem to figure it out. So good for them. So like I said, we're just gonna leave them out here just like this for now, and we'll see what happens. So I don't know. I don't think it'll be as good for the grass. I don't think they'll eat it as evenly, and they'll be more selective about it. They won't eat the things like they'll target their preferential grasses first, and then that's going to cause them to stomp down the fescue. I don't think they'll eat it as well, but I could be wrong though. It may not matter that much, so we'll find out. So for now, I'm going to reinforce this a little bit, and then let's go finally get that spray rig built. I'm noticing that my flies are starting to come back on all of them. I think what's going on is that there's a big puddle over here that they can drink out of. So I don't think they're going all the way back to the pond and going through underneath that rub as much. So yeah, I think the flies are starting to come back because they're not getting into that chemical. So I think what we'll do, probably not today, but I'll get it set up, and tomorrow after work I'll mix up some of that chemical just with water, not with the diesel. I'll put it in my little hand sprayer, and then I'll come out here and just kind of spray them as best I can. That's one way you can use that. You can just spray it directly on the animal. So we'll try that, see if we can't get these flies down. This one's really bad. Yeah. That's not cool. We don't want to see that. So spray, I think that's what we'll do. And we'll just do our best, come out here kind of every day after work and try to just look at the ones that have flies real bad. We'll hit them and just kind of keep control of it that way. Give it a shot anyway. So alright, I'm gonna go see, I've got some more hot wire supplies. I'm gonna see if I can finish up my trunk line on the other side of the creek. Just put more mineral out for them. I'm gonna have to get some more of that. I've got one bag. I need to get more. But 27, she was just up here with me. She's over there now. She walked off. She's starting to look better. Man, she still looks kind of rough though. I don't know about her. So so far so good with just leaving them all in this big open patch of grass. You can't hardly even tell that they've been out here, but this is only day 2, so they'll eat it. So alright, let's go play with some hot wire. Alrighty, so I got this other piece of my trunk line finished up. It's ran all the way down there, and it stops right there at that corner post. And so that I will cut across here, and then that will be my first rotation once I bring them in here. I think what I will do for that is I'll build a lane that comes from this way, because they'll be at that end of the pasture. So I'll bring a lane that comes all the way down here, all the way down to over there. We'll push them all through there, and then I'll close that in behind them. I think that'll work. This, I'm not super happy about. This looks kind of ugly. So I may redo this again. I've redone it once, which is what the curly Q is all about here. But all this does, the idea anyway, is just to tie this fence, which this is the one that'll actually be getting charged, off that way. Where it has good sunlight. So I just need to tie that in to this part of my trunk line. And then, I don't know, it's probably kind of hard to tell, but I've got a couple inches from the fence there, and I've checked it the whole way along. I don't think it's going to touch anywhere. So, pretty happy with that. I'm trying out a different, this one right here, a different kind of insulator. These are Oklahoma made product. They're plastic, whereas these ones that I had before, they're ceramic. And this is a New Zealand made product, I believe. But this Dare company, they're the same people that make these fence clips, these type of things. Made here in Oklahoma somewhere, I believe. And then I've gone ahead and stomped down some of my rose bushes and stuff. There's a couple spots over there where I just couldn't get to them, so I'll come back later. They're too thick to do it. I need something else, a shovel or something. I don't know, machete maybe. So I'll come back and I'll finish that. And I picked up, I had mentioned a while back that I was thinking it'd be better to have these longer style of fence clips. So I picked up some of these, same company. There's part number. And they're the same type of thing go on here, but you can see how much longer they are. So these are 5-inch versus 2-inch. So I like these better. We'll be using these from now on. Now I'm done cross fencing this pasture and setting up the trunk line. And this pasture I'm going to call A, or Alpha. And so I'll have basically Alpha 1, Alpha 2. And then Beta, I think, will be the one. Kind of look over the pond. Well, can't really see it. It'll be the one off over here though. And that's probably the next place that I will rotate them. And that's kind of how I'm trying to work out the naming system, is kind of in the order of the rotations. And if I need to mix it up, then whatever, I'll mix it up. So in Beta, I'm debating running a trunk line just along one of the fences, just so that I have a convenient place to tie my hot wire off to. It will not be getting cross fenced though. It's just going to stay one big pasture. It's small enough. I think that'll work fine. And then Charlie over here, there's the one right next to my camper. That's going to have C1, 2, and 3, I believe, is the way I'm going to do that one. So I'll have to do a lot more cross fencing over there. I'm going to run out of wire. I'm definitely going to run out of stakes. But all these extra clips though, they'll get used somewhere. So that's why I bought extras of them. And the same with those white ones over there. I'll use them for something. I got a lot more to do. So I think I'm just going to leave this for now. It's not pretty, but we'll see if it works and if I keep this set up the way it is. And then maybe if I do, or if I have problems with it, then I can come back and fix it. One thing, I'm disappointed. My trees are not dying. Not as fast as I expected them to. Let's see if I can come over here. All that rain we got, now it's flooded again. Ooh. But yeah, poisoned all these trees a while back. Not all of them, I guess. But they don't really seem to have cared. So, may need to try something else. I don't know. Let's see what the next thing we try is. Maybe I just need a stronger chemical to pour down in them. I don't know. Maybe I'll just chainsaw them all down and burn them and then spray them when they start to regrow. We'll see. Well, alright. So it's a shame my sprayer's not working. I'd like to, this would be a great time to be out using it. I don't have the chemical yet anyway, but I mean, it'd be a nice evening to go out and get a little bit of spraying done. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, going to be good and warm. Be a perfect time. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. So, well, alright, I'm going to put all this stuff up and I guess I'm done for the day. So, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.